What is up, everybody? We're going to do trade recap for today. Today we ended up hitting a solid trade. Again, we're not going to get FOMO. We could have let it run a little bit lower. And I originally did want these Asian session lows. If you even look at a screenshot of this for you guys. Again, Discord is free right now. I post this daily bias every morning. Again, you don't have to stick to a daily bias. Again, some people hate getting a daily bias and stuff like that. But again, I like to just talk about what I see, what I want to see. And again, I'm not just going to marry my bias every time. Yeah, sometimes if I don't see, like if I want to go short and it's just continuing up, I don't want to just take a long, right? But again, like today was an example of I was bullish coming into the day. But I also wanted those Asian session lows that were left yesterday to get taken. And as you can see, I said it's also possible we find a setup targeting that sell side first if it doesn't look like we're going to run immediately. But again, this is just what I'm looking for right now. We'll see what the market presents. So again, that's what ended up happening. My overall bias was bullish for the day. But again, we'll just explain what happened. All right, so we'll put this in replay mode for you guys. Go to market open. And we have our markings drawn out. Ready? So again, start on the 5-minute time frame. Like always, I got all my draws and liquidity marked out, right? We'll go to the hourly time frame. As you can see on ES over here, you should be able to see we came up and we broke structure to the downside, right? We broke structure back to the upside. That's why I was bullish. And we also inversed this hourly bearish fair value gap. So if we go to the hourly time frame on NASDAQ also, you can see we were coming into this hourly fair value gap. So I either thought we had the potential to come down, sweep out these hourly lows that we had right here, and then continue back up maybe, or again, dump down and take out all this draws liquidity down below. And this sell side, right? Because again, we had these previous day lows, we had these Asian session lows, and with these relative equal lows, and I'm pretty sure, yeah, we had relative equal lows there. So again, I wanted to see those get taken because those were left there yesterday, but we ended up taking them today. So we could see hourly time frame, we were bearish on NASDAQ, we were bullish on ES. That's why I wanted to be patient and see what we're going to do today. We could see on NASDAQ over here, we still didn't break structure to the downside in the 4-hour. But on ES, we ended up coming into this 4-hour bullish fair value gap, right? We came down to this bullish 4-hour fair value gap. I wanted to see if we were going to respect this, sweep out that hourly low that we had. As you can see right here, we had this hourly low in there. I thought we could come down, form an SMT or something like that. If NASDAQ wanted to come down, take down these previous day lows, Asian session lows, these 4-hour lows, or we had these hourly draws and liquidity too on NASDAQ. But I wanted to see if we were going to sweep that out, stay in this 4-hour fair value gap, and then continue higher, take out previous day highs and then all-time highs. But that didn't happen today, right? So we could say market open. We'll go to the 5-minute time frame on ES. So you guys could see what we were thinking. So originally, we could see we came down. We swept out that hourly low, right? Let's mark it for now. Hold on. We had this hourly low right here. And then we'll mark it out here on NASDAQ also. Right here. Okay? So originally we had this hourly low. We didn't take it out yet. We'll go to the 5-minute time frame on ES also. Okay. You should be able to see that. All right, so you can see we didn't take out that hourly low yet. I was in the 5-minute time frame waiting for my draws and liquidity to get hit, right? You can see we come down immediately, sweep out this hourly low. We end up forming a 5-minute bullish, bearish fair value gap right here. So we had a 5-minute bearish fair value gap. Where was it actually? Hold on. Yep, we formed it right here. Sorry. 5-minute bearish fair value gap. We created it there on NASDAQ, and then we didn't create it. Oh, we did create it on ES. Yes, we did actually. So we had a 5-minute bearish fair value gap here on ES, right? So we formed a 5-minute SMT off of this hourly low. NASDAQ came and took it out. We formed a low and a lower low. ES formed a low and a higher low, right? I was paying attention to that. We came up. We came up. We inversed that 5-minute fair value gap on NASDAQ, but we didn't on ES. So again, when the markets aren't correlated with each other, I decided to just sit on my hands, wait patiently, and let the market, the opportunity present itself, right? If that makes sense. So again, I waited patiently. I wanted to see ES break structure to the upside. I mean, inverse this fair value gap to the upside with that 5 minutes so we could take out this 15-minute draw, London session, and then previous day highs or this hourly high up here, right? So I stayed patient, and as you can see, we ended up just getting this huge move down, right? We ended up getting this huge move down. We already took out this hourly low. We didn't take it out yet on ES. So as I was waiting, I ended up staying patient. We came back down. We inversed this fair value gap again. I decided to scale down to the 1-minute time frame and just see what price wanted to do, right? So I scaled down to the 1-minute time frame. We could see ES respected this 5-minute fair value gap. We're continuing lower. We end up forming this 5-minute bearish fair value gap on ES also, this little tiny baby one here. So I was paying attention to that if we were going to inverse that. But again, if we scale down to the 1-minute time frame, right, we end up, as you can see, let's see, we come down, we end up just keep dumping. I don't enter a trade yet. We end up forming this 1-minute high, right? So we came down, we came below these hourly lows again. ES came down below these hourly lows. I was like, we already swept these. We could continue lower, right? Maybe we want to actually target these Asian session lows down here. Let's see what we can get. We have a 15-minute low down here and an hourly low down here, so we could target that. So what I wanted to see is, I wanted to see confirmation, right? So as you can see, we formed this 1-minute high up here. As you can see, we formed the S&T off of, right? 1-minute high at 946. 946. Still didn't enter a trade yet. I'm staying patient. I see how we come up and we end up inversing this fair value gap and this fair value gap. So I'm still staying patient. I'm still focusing on my 5-minute time frame and higher time frames. Because again, we're still bearish in the 5-minute time frame. So as you can see, we come up. NASDAQ comes out and takes out this high, right? We end up forming a 1-minute SMT, right? ES is continuing lower. NASDAQ came up, took out this 1-minute high. We form a 1-minute SMT. I want to see confirmation. As you can see, we have a 1-minute bullish fair value gap here. And we have a 1-minute bullish fair value gap right here, right? We end up forming equal highs, and I'm going to explain that in a second. This is why I de-risked on this trade, and I just wanted to trust this overall trade. Watch. So as we can see, we get a huge move down. Wait for it. I thought these equal highs were going to get taken, but they didn't. We get a big move down. First entry. We inverse both of these fair value gaps. We break structure back to the downside, right? That was my first entry. I had my stop originally above here when I went in 1 micro, and I wanted to target these lows down below, right? This is where I took my full take profit. But I wanted to take my full take profit around these areas. I wanted to target this 15-minute low and this hourly low. That was plenty for me. This was around a 60-point trade. First entry with 1 micro E-mini was right here, right? To enter in another position size, I wanted extra confirmation. We end up forming this 1-minute bearish fair value gap, as you can see right here. I think we're going to continue lower in this scenario, but the reason why I entered one position size at first is because originally I thought we were going to come up and take out these equal highs, but as soon as we form this 1-minute bearish fair value gap, I said if we inverse this 1-minute bearish fair value gap, those equal highs are probably going to get taken. We only get stopped out. We're only in one position size, right? But if we respect that fair value gap, I'm going to enter in one more position size, put my break even at this low, and target these draws down below. As you can see, bang, we get a bearish candle closure after tapping into that fair value gap. That's showing me that price wants to continue in the down direction. After we entered another position size, I put my stop loss above this fair value gap just in case we want to come take out those equal highs and save some risk. And as you can see, we end up dumping down. Price gets to our break-even level. I ended up putting my stop loss a little bit above break-even just in case we wanted to come run up real quick. So I put it around above this candle closure. And then as you can see, I ended up taking a partial around this area right here. Because again, I've been getting stopped out at break-even a lot the past month. So again, I haven't taken any trades this entire week. I wanted to secure profits and let that last runner run. We end up letting that last runner run. And as you can see, full take profit ends up hitting. And then we actually end up running all the way down to those Asian session lows, okay? So again, that was the overall trade today. As you can see, we made 3.1K on this trade. We made around $156 to $160 per account on this trade. Again, I know some of you people are not going to say that's a lot, but I have 20 PA accounts right now. And again, I'll show that also. We can also show this month's range. We have an 80% win rate this month. You can see we're up 5.3K basically in the month. And you can see all my PA accounts right here. So again, I'm just showing the truth of my journey. I'm in no rush. I'm not focusing on a payout. I'm not focusing on getting as quick as possible I can to there and stuff like that. Hold on, did those show? Those might not show. Yeah, they showed, right? Yeah, they showed. Okay, you can see it. But again, I'm not focusing on, right now I'm focusing on the long-term game plan. I'm focusing on 2026. I want to keep growing slowly and consistently over a long period of time. And again, I feel like I've been proving that for the past couple of months, especially building up to 20 accounts, the most accounts I've ever had. And again, I personally think I'm doing the right things, building up slowly, doing the right things, and again, just taking my trades when the opportunity presents itself. This is the first trade I took this week. It was there. I decided to take it. I didn't even take it with a big position size. I only went in 2 micro E-minis, and we still made around $160 per account on 20 accounts, so still 3.1K. So again, that was the trade I ended up taking today. Hopefully you learned something from this. Again, I posted the whole live trading session on my YouTube also if you want to go back and watch that. But the Discord is free if you want to come trade live with us. Again, I'm showing the real truth, the real reality of my journey. I'm being transparent with everything, and I'm being honest with it. Again, it was a stressful thing at first, but now, again, I really just don't care what anybody thinks about it. I'm trying my best every day. I'm showing the truth. I'm being honest. I'm showing my trades. I post the live sessions. There's nothing you can really say, and we're going to post the journey as we go on and become a better trader in the future. All right? Like and subscribe. Hopefully you learned something from this. This is the trade I made 3.1K on today, and again, we'll see what the rest of December brings. All right? Peace out.